Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to reduce distances to the curve at the surface of the ellipse. So consider 2 points I and J at the surface of the Earth. Each point has the geodetic heights of HI and HJ respectively, and the distance between them is Li and J. And the goal is to compute this curve length, which I am showing here by Sije. E means at the surface of the ellipsoid. However, we know that the ellipsoidal geometry is not that simple, and we have to somehow approximate the ellipsoid to a sphere or in this area. So we use Eulerian radius, which is defined between 2 points, I and J, and we consider another Eulerian radius from J to I and take the average. Here is the formula of the Eulerian radius from AI to J, and this one is the same radius from J to I. And as you see, both of them are functions of azimuths, direct and reverse azimuths. So when I compute the distance, I can take the average. Then in that case, I can somehow approximate a sphere fitting to this value and use the spherical geometry for solving my problem. So the first step, we need to compute the chord distance that I'm showing here. And after that, we can change the chord distance to the curve length. For doing so, it's simple. You just use the cosine rule in trigonometry. Write the cosine for this angle, geocentric angle, in front of the special distance. This side square is equal to this side squared plus this side square minus 2 times of this side and this side times cosine of psi. Later, you can change the cosine of psi to the half angle for using half angle formula and change it to sine of psi divided by 2, because that one connects you to the chord distance there. So this chord distance simply can be computed by this formula. And when you compute the chord distance, simply you compute psi, the geocentric angle, and after that, by multiplying this angle to the radius that we have computed already, we can get the psi angle. But we should be careful that psi angle should be in radian units. Now let us see how this formula can be applied. So consider 2 points with two latitude phi1 and phi2, which I'm showing here, and the geodetic height of the points phi1 and 2 here, and the WGS ellipsoid, as you see. The azimuth between them are this. This is a direct azimuth, actually. And the special distance is 30 kilometers. What will be the geodetic distance on the ellipsoid? Since we need to use a Eulerian radius, then we need, for computing that, we need to compute first the radius of prime vertical at both points and also radius of curvature, meridian arc curvature at both points. So I have computed them here, as you see. Now I can compute the Eulerian radius from 1 to 2, as you see it is here, and Eulerian radius from 2 to 1, as you see here, and the average. So now, by this average, we can assume that the Earth is a sphere with this radius at in this area that we are doing this, or between the point I and j. Compute the chord distance, and you will get this one. And you simply apply the formula to compute the curve length, which is in past, for making geodetic network, we have to go to the top of mountains and measure the vertical angles between points. For example, here I have I and J, and I have measured the vertical angle from point I to J. And when I am at point J, I measure this vertical angle from J to I. And here I use Z prime for both of them. It means that they are already corrected for the gravity field. The effect of gravity field has been removed from them. So therefore, it is like that these angles, these vertical angles, are measured directly from the normal to the ellipsoid, not plumb line. So in that case, we can simply use this formula to get the height difference between points. However, there's a point here. HM is the average of the heights. So this formula needs the heights themselves for computing the height difference. Let me expand this formula a little bit more. I expand delta H and I write it Hj minus Hi. Then Hi goes to the right hand side. Then I have this Hi here. And instead of Hm, I write Hi plus Hj divided by 2. This is what you see here. So as you see, I need Hj, but I need Hj as well. I want to compute Hj, but I need Hj itself. So such a formula can be solved iteratively. So I put some value, approximate value here. Then I will estimate a new value. And I put it back, get a new value until the solution converges. Now let us see how this formula can be applied in practice. Consider 2 points with the geodetic latitudes, phi1 and phi2, which are the same as the previous example. The same ellipsoid. The azimuth between them is the same azimuth as the previous example, and the distance 30 kilometers. Calculate the geodetic height for the second point when the height of the first point is 1,000 meters, and the physically reduced vertical angles are physically reduced vertical angle means that we have removed the effect of the gravity field from the angles. So we have already computed the geodesic distance, and we have already computed the average of the Eulerian radii, and just simply consider that the first approximation for the height of the second point is 0. Insert the values in the formula, and when you compute it, you come to a height which is close actually to the 1,500, which we already know that this is the height of the second point. And now I insert this new value here as Hj and redo the computations. So I get the value closer to 1,500 meters, but 15 millimeters larger. If you insert this value again and here, and repeat the calculations, you will get the same value. It means that the solution converged.